Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice full body flexibility practice. I'm going to use my bolster just to sit on at the start of class. If you want to sit on something, grab something as well. You're going to need just a little bit of space to move, and let's get started. So we are going to begin seated. So I am going to sit on my bolster. So find a nice comfy seat. A place that you are able to keep your spine nice and long is ideal. And you can place your hands on your knees or maybe in your lap. Let's take a big inhale, sit a little taller. And exhale, soften your shoulders. Take another big breath in. Close your eyes and exhale. One more nice big breath in and out. Awesome, you guys. Let's slowly start to let our chin fall down towards the collarbone, bringing some length into the back of the neck. Slow everything down and just find the breath. Noticing here if you can create a little bit more length through your spine, if you're starting to relax and slouch a little bit, grow a little taller. And with the exhale, let the shoulders fall away from the ears. Using an inhale, we're going to slowly start to roll our head towards the right shoulder. Nice and slow. Feel all the sides of your neck as you slowly roll your head. Pause here. Find your shoulders get a little heavier. Notice the change in the sensations running through the neck as you let your shoulders fall away from your ears. And stay for an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly roll your chin back down. Nice and slow. Pausing here. And when you're ready, use an inhale and slowly roll your head over towards the left shoulder. Again, feel all the sides of your neck. Relaxing the jaw. Notice the shoulders get a little heavier. Maybe that stretch get a little deeper. And stay for an inhale. Let's use the exhale to bring the chin slowly back down. Maybe it's a little closer to the collarbone than it was. Beautiful, you guys. Let's use an inhale and lift our head back up. Just to that neutral place. And if you'd like to take a shoulder roll, take a shoulder roll. We're just going to place our fingertips maybe on the floor beside you, or maybe they're resting on your pillow. But taking a big inhale, you're going to start to reach your right arm out wide. Spread your fingers wide as well. Reaching up for the ceiling or the sky, and you can lean over to the side, adding in a nice side stretch. Keep reaching and create that length from your hip all the way to those fingertips. And use a big inhale as you lift back up, placing those right fingertips down for support. Inhale the left arm up, spread those fingers wide. Lean over if you'd like to lean over. Keep reaching though, keep creating that length. And then with a big breath in, find your way all the way back up to seated. Awesome, you guys. If you want one more shoulder roll, take it. If you are sitting on something, you can move it off to the side. And we're going to plant our feet, but you're going to bring your feet out about mat width apart, bending the knees, planting the feet. And we're going to stretch out our shoulders and our upper back with my lovely chicken wing pose. You can tuck your elbows in between your knees. If you know where you're going, feel free to go straight into the full posture. But if you're not sure, you might just bring your hands to your shoulders and your knees, your elbows in between your knees, letting your head be heavy. You might feel the love, feel the upper back and the shoulders just like this. You might even be doing just one arm at a time. But if you want to come a little further, a lot further, you can take the top of your hand, bring it to your oblique, and then tuck your elbow into your knee. You might now feel that a whole lot more than you just were. If it's too much, feel free to go back to the first option. You can do one hand at a time, or you can do both, whatever works for you today. But as you need more, you just bring your knees a little closer together. And as you need less, you could bring your feet out wider. You can bring your knees out wider. Oh, this feels so good today. Let's let our chin tuck down towards the collarbone a little bit. Find your breath. See if you can feel the shoulders expanding a little bit as you breathe in. And do they soften a little bit more as you exhale? Just notice. Nice job, you guys. I almost forgot to tell those doing one arm to switch sides. So that means if you're doing both, you just get to stay nice and long in here in this position. I think we need it though. So if you're doing one hand right now, one arm, start to switch sides. If you're doing both, you can stay. You could take a break. Feel the breath. Feel the shoulders. Feel the upper back. And let your head get a little heavier. Awesome, you guys. Let's slowly let the knees fall out wide so that you can slide your elbows out. Give yourself a little hug, a couple shoulder rolls if you need it. And then we're going to find butterfly so the soles of your feet can come together, your knees out wide. If you do have a pillow you want to lay on, you can bring it in front of you. But take an inhale to lengthen through the spine. Stay sitting tall maybe, or add a forward fold. And just feeling the love through the hips. Let your upper body just get heavy. Awesome, you guys, using an inhale to bring your upper body back up. If you were folding forwards, if you've got a pillow of some kind, you can move it to the side. We're going to be bringing our right leg out and our left foot to our inner thigh. Take an inhale as you lengthen through your spine again. Maybe you'd like to grab your pillow one more time. As you exhale, you can fold forwards. Maybe your pillow gets in the way. Maybe it's comfortable. But just find that nice stretch to the back of that right leg. Maybe pointing the toes up towards the ceiling, flexing that foot. Awesome, you guys. Using an inhale to slowly lift your upper body back up. If you were folding, you can send your left leg out and bring your right foot to your inner thigh. Maybe bringing the pillow back, maybe not. Maybe pointing the toes up towards the ceiling right now. But just take an inhale to lengthen through the spine. Use the exhale to fold if you're going to fold forward. Soften through the shoulders. Feeling the love through that left leg. And with an inhale, when you are ready, slowly start to come back up. Come all the way out of your forward fold. Let's bend our knees, plant our feet. Give yourself a little hug, a little rock side to side even. We're going to be coming into a wide straddle next. So you may turn on your mat, you may not. But bring your legs out nice and wide. You might even feel like lifting the hips, sitting on your pillow or your block if you've got one. Pointing your toes up towards the ceiling. We want to feel the nice stretch to the inner leg here. You can have your hands behind you for support. You can have your hands in front of you. You can add a tip forwards if you'd like to add a tip forwards. But just breathe through this one if it's nice and intense for you today. Maybe you want to lay on your pillow if you can bring your chest down low enough to rest on your pillow. Awesome, you guys. With an inhale, let's start to come back up. We're going to add some arms into this. If you do not feel comfortable having your legs out wide and being able to sit tall and have your arms available, you can actually come back into butterfly, or you could even sit cross-legged. So I want you to feel balanced and comfortable. And we're going to add some arms into this. So maybe you're going to stay in a wide straddle. But let's take our right hand and bring it to the low back. Your palm's going to face out behind you. You might keep the hand on the low back, or you might slide your forearm a little further behind, and maybe your fingertips do come out on the side body here. But we're just tucking the arm, the hand, the forearm, whatever it is, behind us. And then from here, you do have one hand, one arm available for some support. It could be behind you, in front of you, and we might actually tip forwards again. We might actually tip forwards again, and we might not tip forwards again. So if you're in butterfly, you might be getting into your hips. If you're sitting cross-legged, you might be getting into your hips. And if you're in your wide straddle, you might be getting into your hips. Nice job, you guys. We do have to switch sides. Let's use an inhale to come back and to slowly take your arm out from behind you at a shoulder roll of some kind if you want. And just simply switch. If you are cross-legged, cross your legs the other way. If you're in butterfly, you can stay. If you're in a wide straddle, you can stay. But just make sure your palms facing out behind you. You're switching arms. Maybe pulling the forearm a little further behind you if you want a little extra. You could even hold on to your hand. But if it feels right to add a tip forwards, add a tip forwards. Maybe use your free arm for support. Soften the shoulder, that left arm that's tucking behind you. Breathe. Nice job, you guys. Using an inhale to bring yourself back up. If you were folding forwards, you can bring your arms out. Take a couple shoulder rolls. We're going to be bringing our knees back together, planting our feet, giving yourself a little hug, a little rock side to side. And then we can start to lay down on our backs. So coming all the way down onto your back. If you do have a prop, a pillow of some kind to use, you might want it on your left side. We're going to come into a twist. You don't have to use anything at all, but just reach your arms out wide to weight on the shoulders. You can add a couple rocks side to side with the knees if you want to massage that low back first. Just start to relax again. We will be letting our knees fall over towards the left side. If you've got a pillow, it might be underneath both of your legs or between your legs. Maybe on top of your legs for a little extra weight. But just find a twist. Find your breath again. Just feeling the rise of your tummy with the inhale. Feel the fall of the tummy with the exhale. And then using an inhale, start to lift our legs back up and out of the twist. If you have a pillow of some kind, you might bring it with you. Maybe place it on the other side so it's ready. Take a moment here. Add a couple rocks side to side if you would like. And then our knees can fall to the right when you're ready to twist again. Just adjusting the shoulders, keep that left side heavy. Just stay for one more full breath. And then use an inhale to help you bring your knees back up. Just keeping your pillow off to the side. You might pull your knees in towards the chest or keep your feet on the mat, but just a little rock side to side if it feels good on the low back. And staying here, or you might start to find some length through the legs, just bringing all of the weight out of the feet and the ankles. You can take a couple ankle circles. And then bending the knees again, letting the feet find the floor, and sending your legs out long. Making your way into Savasana. As always, I encourage you to stay here for as long as you have time for today. Just find some stillness, keeping the mind quiet, the breath soft. but enjoying the rest of your day. And until next time, namaste.